Are you anything like me? Did you recently Google the price of rent? In different cities, of course, because the rent in your city has just been becoming unaffordable. I know I have. I had these grand dreams of moving to Miami, but yeah, something about paying this much money and going outside at like 3 in the afternoon and seeing drunk people just doesn't sit well with me. But no worries, because now that Google is aware that I'm looking for a place to live, they keep recommending to me places that I can simply not afford and will probably never be able to afford. Like this $72 million house, this $100 million house here, this $300 million house in LA somewhere. Come on now. Come on now. What are you doing? I mean, yeah, it probably looks nice on the inside, but I'm gonna feel very bad by the end of that video because I don't live in one of these houses. You understand what I'm saying? So since I have to feel bad when I watch these videos, I feel like we can both feel bad watching one of these videos together. So I went ahead and clicked on inside the most expensive home ever sold in Colorado. It's a mansion tour. It was sold for $72 million. Who bought this? A crazy person. Because $72 million?
So welcome back to the channel, Eric here, and in this episode we are giving you a sneak peek first look at this home behind me that just sold for, like I mentioned, a record-breaking $72.5 million. The contract was just signed this morning. The money is exchanging hands as we speak, and we are giving you a first look inside this property.
I love how he's talking about the money transferring hands as if that's what's exciting about this. It's not the fact that this house is amazing architecture. $72 million is being transferred as we speak.
This home was designed by Charles Cuniff Architects and built by Hanson Construction. The home is comprised of a main house and a guest house totaling 11 bedrooms, 17 bathrooms that spans over 22,000 square feet of interior living space.
17 bathrooms, bro. When the dubious thing happened and we all had to stay home and we all had to buy toilet paper, this is why we ran out. Because who needs 17 bathrooms?
The home is perched high on a 4.5 acre lot. This property has a private pond, a pool, and sweeping views from Independence Pass to Mount Sopris.
I mean, okay, yeah, okay. That view right there, but $72 million? I don't know.
And with that, let's tour the most expensive residential home sale in all of Colorado State.
I thought houses like this only exist in GTA. This is literally a GTA house.
So starting with the exterior of this home, you see we have this nice long winding driveway leading up to the main house. And you can see here we have this beautiful motor court with this overhanging archway. This is the biggest front door I've ever seen. This is one pane of glass. This front door is on a swivel, so there's no hinges. It opens up to reveal this great room with 40+ foot high ceilings, perfect A-frame with a view directly of Aspen Mountain in the entryway.
Imagine all the bugs that will fly in your house because the door is so big. Some people think that having big doors is a plus. Some other people think that big doors is just a way for bugs to live in your house rent-free.
Have the glass front door, so you pull up in your car, you get right out, and you just see the mountain framed right in your great room. Let's just take a moment to take all this in. I'm gonna stand in the middle of this great room to give you some perspective. Front and center, dividing the great room, we have this oversized, double-sided fireplace.
This is a ski lodge. This is not a house. Because in the winter, you could probably check out this view and it's probably beautiful in white. And then you're probably all coasted up with some hot chocolate around this beautiful fireplace. So, $72 million.
This is as rare as it gets. This home was off market. This wasn't listed on Zillow or anything like that. So,
you know, in case you were just scrolling through Zillow and you have $72 million to spare, you could have bought this house. If it was on Zillow, of course, which it was not. It's a very rare item that you will not find just looking through Zillow, okay? So for all you people with $72 million that you just have sitting around doing nothing, don't think you can just go on Zillow.
This is very rare and it's very special. We have that classic aspen architecture with all the exposed beams, like I mentioned, the A-frame with floor-to-ceiling glass. Now making our way from the great room, we're gonna head to this area here. This is champagne onyx. This is essentially a drop-down bar right in the center of the great room, so you can have your guests right here.
And the bartender's eye level with you? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Because all bars should be built like this. Not just a $72 million bar that happens to be in Aspen, Colorado. I'm talking about every bar in America needs to be built like this, because I'm tired of always looking up at my bartenders.
This is a fully decked out bar. This is one of, I believe, a handful of bars in this home. And just look at the scale and the length of this piece of stone here. And like I mentioned, this is all fully decked out, customized, dishwasher drawers, the works, wine chillers. I mean, everything you would ever need to entertain right here in the great room.
I really hope so, because for $72 million, this house better know how to dance.
So this massive hearth fireplace, double-sided, breaks the great room from the formal dining room space where, I mean, just take a look at this. This is seating for 12. This is your great hall table, floor-to-ceiling glass on either end with those impressive oak rafters up above. And of course, just the views of Aspen Mountain.
The views are kind of breathtaking. Can you imagine all the Instagram moments you could have at this house? I'd have an Instagram moment here. I'd have an Instagram moment here. And I'd have an Instagram moment right here.
Then right off of the formal dining room, this is pretty unique to point out. This is the prep kitchen. We have the glass swivel door. And then this is just all storage for all your fine china. We have a chef sink right here. Again, I love these things. Pull out dishwashers. And I do like how this has two doors so it can open to either side of the home.
Okay, I know what you're thinking. It's not unique. It's not unique to have a prep kitchen. Well, I'm sorry, mister watching this video right now. Do you have a prep kitchen? No. Your kitchen is probably 10 times smaller than the prep kitchen. For those of you that don't know what a prep kitchen is, when you have guests that you want to entertain and you want to give them fine food that is warm and made on the spot instead of just buying them Doritos and Cheetos that you can get at the grocery store. Peasants. Now, you make the food in this kitchen so that nobody can see the chef. You know, he's away from everyone's peripherals because this is a $72 million house.
And now for something that's very, very unique. Welcome to the Gourmet Chef's Kitchen. Now just take a second to process all of this because there's a lot going on here and we're gonna break everything down.
I think that kitchen is as big as my house. Like the whole thing.
Two islands. We have the breakfast bar here, deep set chef sink in this first island, and this is all built in again with those custom drawers. Now this is all lacquered ebony on the cabinetry here. This is all some pantry storage space. All the appliances are Gaggenau. And then this is the Big Daddy Island, the center island with that champagne onyx on top.
He knew what he was doing when he called that the Big Daddy, because that's not for making food. That's for something else.
Off to the left here, I'm gonna just check out the fridge and freezer space. We have 1, 2, 3 refrigerators, and then underneath, these are all pull-out refrigerator drawers. So that's 3 refrigerators, 2, 4, 6 freezers. Would you say that's enough? I mean, the level of this home is just that upper end. Looking up.
I mean, I feel like I've seen better in like $2 million houses, and you're charging $72 million. More like upper salesman.
So then off of the kitchen, we saw the formal dining room. This, I'm guessing, could be your informal dining room. And I like how we have the round table. I feel like in homes of this caliber, we never really see that round knight's table, and I really love this.
Imagine being a real estate agent that hates it. What if he would have went like, oh, and check out this round table. I personally think it's garbage. That would never happen. I love how he's talking as if he is gonna sell me this house. When in the beginning of the video, he said that the house is already being bought for $72 million. I'm gonna just keep reminding you that throughout the whole video, honestly, that it's a $72 million house. You know, the average American lives in a $400,000 house, and that's me just assuming. This is like almost 100 times more expensive, right? Yeah. No, yeah, it's over 100 times more expensive. Somebody bought this.
And now this is very interesting. I like this. Pocket doors, so you can section this whole portion off. And what I really love about this home theater is it's connected to the rest of the home. Traditionally in homes like this, the theater is in the basement or the lower level, and it's pretty disconnected here. I love that it's right off of the kitchen, right off of this informal dining space. And then, like I mentioned, these pocket doors.
You call that a theater, bro? That is a living room. Yeah, a really nice living room, but I wouldn't call it a theater. But it is a $72 million house, so I mean, it is what he wants it to be. That can even be another kitchen.
We have the top of the line projector. I mean, this is your screening room. And I even also love how it has the access to the outdoor space. And again, all the shades in here, all electronic, all Lutron system. It's a very, very impressive home. So I'm gonna shut this for the time being. And now we're gonna pass back through the kitchen. Even just this nice touch, little LED screen TV right there, just in case the theater wasn't enough.
In case I missed that TV right here, guys, check out, it's a TV. I know your broke folks don't have this at your house.
So right off the kitchen, this is a commercial grade elevator in your home, encased in glass, wrapped around a floating staircase. Just to have this in your home. And also there's a ton of people in the house today. Like I mentioned, today is closing day, so everyone's coming and going. The owners are actually coming into town in like 2 hours, so we're getting this tour done before they get here.
Guys, we need to hurry up because the people that are transferring the money as we speak are about to see their own house that we're inside of, because it's that amazing.
But back out into this hallway, at the very end, here we have the bedroom above the garage. And just feast your eyes on this architectural wonder, gas fireplace.
He hasn't stopped talking this whole time. I don't know if you noticed that. And at this point, he's just mumbling. He's going from room to room, and whatever he sees, he's gonna talk about it. This is a sales tactic. They talk a lot so that you don't have time to think about what you're gonna spend money on. Not like we could buy this house because it is $72 million. But for those of you that just have it laying around, you know, he's tricking you into buying this house. It's really not that impressive.
But leaving this bathroom, I really wanted to show you this. So this has a beautiful outdoor space right off of this bedroom. You can even hear there's a creek running down the side of this mountain into a little pond. And if you take a look down here, this is the driveway leading into the house. So that just gives you the perspective on that. I believe it's just over 4 acres of land that comes with this $72.5 million home.
Every time I see one of these driveways, I always imagine like the cops always blocking the entry because like some murder mystery happened at your house. Because if a murder mystery were to happen anywhere, it would definitely be in this $72 million house. This probably also means that in the wintertime when it snows, you probably have to pay a plowing company to come and plow that for you, which is not gonna be cheap.
So at the end of this hallway, this is technically the junior master, and I'm gonna head off to the left here into this just beautiful, it's just, look at this place. It's floor to ceiling white marble, and I want to point this out. So this is my first time seeing the home. I literally drove here from Telluride last night at 3 a.m. just to come and see this house. And I was talking to the agents here, and we can walk and talk, but they were saying that when someone of this caliber purchases a home, the finishes are important, most definitely, but it's really the home as a whole that they're looking at. You know, people aren't going to really care what type of stone is in the bathroom. It's really just showing this. The scale of this. This is just a guest bedroom. Like I mentioned, they all have fireplaces and outdoor space.
Yeah, we're so broke that we care what the bathroom looks like, because we're going to be investing all of ourselves into a property. But in reality, the people that can afford the $72 million houses, they just care about the rooms, bro, and how they feel.
So, I mean, we had to test this out. Come on in. And this is the type of elevator in a home where we can actually fit the camera in here. Most elevators in these mansions are for, 2 people max. You could easily fit 6 people in here.
And also, if you're tired, you can even take a little break because there's 2 little seats in there.
Off to my right, just to save time for this video because the house is so big, this is essentially its own apartment in this house with its own entry point, which is just really nice. So, you know, your in-laws could stay there, whoever is your least favorite guest could stay there, or just so they can come and go as they please.
If one of my friends owned a house like this and they gave me my own private entry to my own room, I'm assuming I'm their favorite person. That sounds like a pleasure. I don't gotta see nobody. Sign me up.
Then off to the left here, we have an additional 2 bedrooms. Just to save time though, we're gonna put some B-roll over just to give you a nice scale and show you what they look like.
Hands down, that is the worst room in this whole house. Right here. This is the room you'd give to your least favorite people. Right here, this one. This one that looks better than my room, yeah, that's the one that I'd give to my least favorite person.
But for the time being, we're gonna head forward off of this elevator, down this hallway, off to the left. I want to point this out just because this is pretty nuts. This is the laundry room. Of course, you got to have your flat screen in your laundry room. We have 8 units, and this is a commercial grade steam presser, ironer essentially, in your house. I have never seen one of these in a house.
This isn't a laundry room. This is a laundry mat. This dude is confused. So it makes sense why it's $72 million. Now, you're not just buying a house. 17 bathrooms on 4 acres. You're also buying a laundromat business. Okay, so what you do is you invite a bunch of people to come skiing at your mansion, but you don't tell them that the laundry fee is not included with their stay. So charge them like ridiculous prices to do their laundry, and that's how you make your money back for this house. All $72 million.
So let's head on in. This is all temperature controlled. Round table, very communal aspect. Wet bar off to the corner here. Now we have a honey onyx, deep set stainless steel sink, all this custom millwork shelving with the recessed inlaid LED lights, and just the exquisite wine storage. Stainless steel, enclosed in glass, LED floor strip to illuminate the bottles when they're in here, Venetian plaster on the ceiling.
That is the dining room for the alcoholics. Because what's the difference between that dining room and the first one you showed us? This one is enclosed, full of wine.
So leaving the wine cellar, in front of us we have your media room, and we now have all this beautiful hand-laid limestone. We have the TV built right into this back wall, gas fireplace underneath, just beautiful communal sitting area. And from the media room we now enter your double height atrium in the house. So this is from that great room, the staircase that flows down throughout the entire space. And right in front of the staircase,
I don't know if you caught that, but they started playing a bunch of music in the background as soon as they showed the stairs, which it's kind of funny. It's like, you see these stairs? Yeah, bro, I see the stairs in a $72 million house. I'm expecting them to be grand.
We have this glass wall, which leads to the fitness wing of the house. This would be your home gym, and additionally you have a patio right off this gym, so you can bring your fitness outdoors because it's summertime here in Aspen, and why not? And then we have the bathroom right off of the gym, steam shower.
For a $72 million house, that gym was pretty pathetic, bro.
So off of the gym, because this is the wellness wing, here's your home spa, hair washing station. This is your salon, so you can sit down, have your barber come to the house, get your cut right off of the gym, even with the dryer.
He's staring at the thing like he's never seen one before.
So if one gym wasn't enough, heading down to the lowest level, we have the full-size subterranean gym, which has everything. Treadmill, free weights, all the machines. Now this is where you can really get a heavy-duty workout in, but we're gonna head back upstairs and keep on going with the tour because there's still a lot more to see.
So why not just turn the upstairs gym into a full salon and just keep the downstairs gym as the gym? $72 million, buddy.
So we're now back into that great room where we first started this tour, and now we're going off to the left here to the owner's wing of this mega mansion. It's its own private wing, totally separated from the rest of the house. Double doors would shut for that privacy. And right as we enter, we come into the sitting area by the fireplace and the oversized executive home office, solid plank desk, and just views. So what you'll really notice about the owner,
I mean, golly. Yeah, it's not $72 million because the house is $72 million. It's $72 million because of this.
And now heading in, you can really get the scale. We have that classic A-frame Venetian plaster all the way up the walls and the ceiling with those two oversized oak beams holding up the structure. And then this huge pane of glass right in front of the bed. So you wake up and you just have arguably the best views here in Aspen. Fireplace off to the left.
How could you ever be mad a day in your life if every day when you woke up you saw this? Life goals. $72 million. Life goals.
But further back, this is actually my first time seeing this section of the home. This is a makeup area, vanity. This would be the first of the walk-in closets. And you can see the ceiling is vaulted in that A-frame. So that's actually the other side here. So we're gonna head through here. So they do connect, so there is that his and hers mix.
Also, if your kids misbehave, you can place them right there like a jail cell in the house. The house is so big that nobody would even notice that they're gone.
So as you can see, a lot of the value of this home is in this land, in this 4.5 acres of rolling green lawns, which leads up to this natural stone patio, and now you can really see the perspective of this home. And the focal point here in the backyard is this swimming pool. Now this pool is designed to mimic a pond here on the side of this hill. I mean, have you ever seen a swimming pool with boulders placed in the pool just to really mimic the landscape here in Aspen? I've never seen a design like this.
You're stretching, bro. Out of everything that you showed us in the house, this pool is by far the least coolest thing you showed us. And they put little boulders in it. Don't get a cramp from stretching too hard, okay?
Now I'm gonna stroll down onto the lawn so you just really get the view of that 4.5 acres. So essentially that's like having the most expensive, the largest penthouse in New York City on Billionaires Row. The landscaping has been kept all natural, evergreens, quaking aspens, lots of lavender. And then in front of me, you can see this home is green, it's solar powered. I also love how the solar panels are kind of below hidden by all this landscaping.
Which makes them super effective, especially when there's that much shade over them. It makes the solar panels work very well.
On top of everything we've already seen inside this house, it is just this immaculate backyard estate built into this hillside seamlessly to blend in with the landscape all around us. The privacy, the seclusion, that's what you're paying $72.5 million for here in this record-breaking Colorado sale. So I've showed you this house, but now let's sit down with the agents who made this record-breaking sale possible and pick their brains on just this monumentous real estate achievement. Thanks for this last-minute opportunity.
Pleasure.
This has been truly unreal. Now the question that everyone watching this wants to know, and I know you cannot say, who is buying up these properties in Aspen? Who's coming here and spending this kind of money?
Yeah, right? Obviously, it's me, the average YouTube viewer, or one of the almost 1 million people that watch this video. It's one of us.
Actually, we've seen a lot of young people coming in from New York, LA, and Miami. This guy happens to be a Canadian businessman. But we are seeing a trend where young families who've been really successful over the last 10 years or so.
There's not that many Canadians, so it's not going to be that hard to figure out which one of them bought it. It's either Justin Bieber or Drake. Or is it Celine Dion? Or is it Jim Carrey? Or is it Avril Lavigne? Or is it Michael J. Fox? Or is it The Weeknd? Or is it me, since you know I'm Canadian?
Market's been crazy, there's no question about it. We all know last year was a wild summer. Everyone was trying to get out of the big cities. Big cities were on lockdown. We were on lockdown here as well. In Aspen, you can go mountain biking, you can go hiking. A lot of people came here, and then I think they realized that they were able to maintain their business and enjoy this quality of life.
I love how he's saying people, but what he really means is extremely successful people, or people that have, you know, money that was given to them through generational wealth. Because this is not regular type of wealth. This is extreme wealth. $72 million is ridiculous. And you think this trend's gonna stick? I think what's going on is a lot of these people were just super successful and now they're retiring, and that's what's going on. They're buying up extremely expensive properties and making them even super more expensive. So idiots like me that haven't had time enough to even accumulate enough money to buy a regular house will never be able to afford a house. $72 million fucking dollars. You got robbed. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed that tour of this $72 million house. That is the most expensive house that was ever sold in Colorado. If you want to buy that house, then you need to start hustling right now. And the best way to start hustling right now is to press a like on this video. If you press a like on this video, it means that in the future, good karma is going to come your way. And also, you'll be blessing me with the YouTube algorithm. My dream in life is to one day be able to afford this same exact type of mansion. So can you pretty please watch more of my YouTube videos? No, but in all honesty, thank you so much for watching this entire video. If you made it this far, please give it a like so that YouTube knows that it was an enjoyable video and more people can enjoy it as well. And if you would like, I got a lot more videos that you could watch if you want to. I don't want to push you to do anything you don't want to do. But if you do, be my guest. Just know that every view that I get really makes a difference for me. I get really excited when I get views. So if you wanna make my day, binge watch my channel. I dare you. I so dare you. I triple dog dare you to binge watch my whole channel.